persist, and that is Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri, who is going to be the chief minister of not one but three states bang in the Hindi heartland. The BJP has come up with a thumping majority in all three states, which is the state of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. However, till now, speculations rife on who will be the chief minister for these three states. Meanwhile, 12 BJP MPs from the three states, including two union ministers, resigned. We're going to get you all of that, but first up, the headlines. Speculation rife on who will be the chief minister of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. On the other hand, 12 BJP sitting MPs from three states, including two union ministers, tender in their resignation after winning their Vidhan Sabha seats. Wide outrage over Rani Sa's chief's murder. Massive protest erupt across Rajasthan. MHA presses into action, deploys rapid action force units to maintain law and order. Big face-off over Pakistan-occupied Kashmir in Parliament. Amit Shah blames Nehru for POK issue, roars. POK is ours, opposition walks out.
पाक-ऑक्युपाई कश्मीर की 24 सीटें, क्योंकि वो हमारा है, हमने रिजर्व रखी है मान्यवर 24 सीटों को.
Telangana's Chief Minister designate Revant Reddy to take oath tomorrow in Hyderabad. Suspense continues on whether there will be a deputy to Revant. North-South divide debate rages on after DMK MP uses cow urine as a slur to taunt Hindi heartland voters. BJP accuses Congress of its allies of promoting divisive agendas. LET terrorist Hansla Adan, mastermind of the deadly 2015 attack on a BSF convoy in J&K, shot dead by unknown gunmen in Pakistan's Karachi. And the question that we're asking right on the top of this hour, viewers, is a question that continues to persist days after a resounding victory in the three states of the Hindi heartland. The BJP is yet to announce their chief minister. Sources insist BJP will announce the names by this evening or even by tomorrow morning. While the chief ministers will be announced in the key BJP huddle slated for this weekend, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Narendra Singh Tomar, Prahlad Patel, Kailash Vijayvargiya are all front runners for the post of Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister. However, all eyes on whether Shivraj Singh Chauhan, after this thumping victory, which clearly is a pro-incumbency vote to Shivraj, will he be made again the Chief Minister, or is the top brass of the Bharatiya Janata Party looking to effect a generational change? Let's shift focus right now to the state of Rajasthan. Vasundhara Raje, Arjun Ram Meghwal, Diya Kumari, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, CP Joshi, Baba Balaknath are some of the chief minister probables for Rajasthan. A lot's gone down in Rajasthan, which possibly the BJP High Command might not be very happy with. Primarily, one is the muscle flexing by none else but Vasundhara Raje Scindia, something which the top brass of the BJP is not quite attuned to. Will they bring Vasundhara back? Probably for stability till 2024, or will they effect a generational change immediately? Let's cut across right now to Chhattisgarh. Meanwhile, Raman Singh, Saroj Pandey, Arun Sao, O.P. Chaudhary and Vishnu Deosai are the top contenders for the Chief Minister's kursi in Chhattisgarh. Let's cut across to Newsbreak, filtering in. As the Chief Minister's face suspense continues, Newsbreak coming in. Well, the suspense over the CM face continues. The second round of meetings have begun at none else but the Prime Minister's residence. Home Minister Amit Shah and the Prime Minister in a huddle at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Hectic parleys underway at the Prime Minister's residence. Interesting to note, only Amit Shah, the Home Minister, is present. At least that's what we are hearing. But let's get in a word from my colleague Polumi Saha, joining us right outside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where this meeting, Polumi, is underway. Is it just the Home Minister and the Prime Minister?
That's right. It's just the Home Minister and the Prime Minister. The Home Minister, of course, left in quite a hurry from Parliament, where I'm standing right now. Parliament just, got over for the day. And the Home Minister, as soon as he had finished with his legislative agenda for the day, which was the two bills concerning Jammu and Kashmir, he rushed straight to the Prime Minister's residence, where that meeting has been underway. This is the second consecutive evening of these meetings that are taking place at the Prime Minister's residence. Yesterday, JP Nadda and Amit Shah were present inside that meeting with the Prime Minister Modi. Today, JP Nadda is in fact convening a meeting of the National General Secretaries of the party at the BJP headquarters as we speak, where Kailash Vijayvargiya, who's seen as someone who definitely is poised to be given a very important role in the state of Madhya Pradesh, was felicitated by all the other National General Secretaries. Kailash Vijayvargiya is also a National General Secretary because he contested the Madhya Pradesh Assembly elections and won from the Indore 1 Assembly seat. So he was felicitated over there. What we expect between tonight and tomorrow is the names of the central observers to be announced. The central observers, at least two each for each state of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Those names will be announced, and then they'll travel to those states to in fact sit down when the legislative party, the first legislative party meeting of the Bharatiya Janata Party takes place in all of these states, where the announcement will come from. And those party meetings are expected in these three states over the weekend, Preeti. So over the weekend is when we can expect that there'll be clarity on the names of the chief ministers for these states, and also whether there will be deputy chief ministers in these states as well.
All right, Polumi, we're going to continue to come back to you for the very latest there. My colleague Polumi getting us the latest, the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. And that's what it really comes down to, viewers. Many said possibly Mr. JP Nadda as well, but only these two men know who will be the three faces, or whether they'll have a deputy with them in the three states which the BJP has just won. More news break just filtering in. The latest right now that is coming in, the meeting of National General Secretaries has started at the BJP headquarters. The meeting started under the chairmanship of BJP President JP Nadda. General Secretary BL Santosh, Tarun Chok, Kailash Vijayvargiya, Sunil Bansal, Vinod Taude, Radha Mohan Das, Agarwal Gautam, Shri Prakash were all present in the meeting. The BJP's parliamentary party meeting tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Are we going to hear the names of who could possibly be the chief ministers by tomorrow? It's been hanging fire for a while. The BJP would not want that. Polumi Saha, getting you in for the very latest right now. Will you take us through, a parliamentary meeting tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. As we speak, the national, secretaries meeting at the BJP headquarters. Are we now looking at least in the next 24 hours, getting in a word on who will be the probable chief ministers for these three states?
Preeti, over the next couple of hours, over the next 24 hours, as you pointed out, we'll know the names of the central observers who will be travelling to these states, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. But you're right about the fact that that meeting between Amit Shah, the Home Minister, and the Prime Minister is virtually settling on names for the Chief Minister. But we're not going to find out about that tonight or tomorrow. It's likely over the weekend. The National General Secretaries meeting, that's an organizational meeting that's taking place that JP Nadda is chairing at the moment. Kailash Vijayvargiya is National General Secretary. He happens to be at that meeting. He is someone who's just won from the Indore 1 Assembly seat. So at the start of that meeting, he was felicitated by JP Nadda and his colleagues. Tomorrow, of course, will be the first parliamentary party meeting for this winter session of Parliament. The BJP has one parliamentary party meeting every week. It happens on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. It didn't happen this Tuesday. It's happening tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. where the Prime Minister will be felicitated because all members of Parliament from the Bharatiya Janata Party, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, will be present in that meeting, and the Prime Minister will be felicitated by all members of Parliament for a thumping victory that the BJP had in the three Hindi-heartland states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh.
All right, with that, Polumi, appreciate you joining us. As Polumi pointed out, the parliamentary meeting tomorrow, which starts at 9:30 a.m., is routine. It happens every week when the parliament is in session on Tuesdays. It didn't happen on Tuesday, and understandably why, because the results were there was too much political commotion. It's going to happen tomorrow. What we do know right now, the national secretaries are meeting where the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, the general secretaries, as well as the most important meeting between Amit Shah and the Prime Minister himself. While the BJP parliamentary meet will happen tomorrow, BJP National General Secretaries meeting this evening, as well as Amit Shah with Prime Minister Modi. However, for those of you wanting to know when will the names of the chief ministers be announced, that will happen only this weekend, viewers. Before that, the names of observers will be announced, and trust to hear on those words by tomorrow evening. With that, I want to quickly now shift focus a little, though we stick to the story of who will be the chief minister of these three states. But what's happened? While the results were announced and Rajasthan is awaiting a new government, a new chief minister, there has been an incident that has led to massive outrage a day after the daylight murder of Rashtriya Rajput Karni Sena chief Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi. From Jaipur to Udaipur, anger has spilled onto the streets of Rajasthan. Take a look at this detailed report.
A day after the daylight murder of Rashtriya Rajput Karni Sena chief Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi, anger spilled over onto the streets of Rajasthan. Hundreds of protesters from the Karni Sena and other community outfits gathered outside the hospital in Jaipur, where Gogamedi's body was kept following his killing.
Anger amongst Rajput community is constantly increasing across the country, not only in Rajasthan. We are standing outside Metro Mass Hospital of Jaipur, where body of Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi has been kept. You can see hundreds of youngsters from Rajput community and others are sitting here. They are demanding a fair inquiry by a High Court judge, serving High Court judge, and they want that they will do घेराव of Raj Bhavan located at civil lines.
गेलो सरकार की निकर्मी सोच के कारण आज हमारा एक क्रांतिकारी आदमी, इस भारत का सबसे बड़ा क्रांतिकारी आदमी, जो गाय कन्या 36 कौम के लिए रोड पे उतरने वाला आदमी आज इस दुनिया में नहीं है। हमको बहुत बड़ा लॉस है, और हमको नहीं है, पूरी 36 कौम को लॉस है।
Protests were not limited to Jaipur. Udaipur, Ajmer, Kota, Bhilwara, Jodhpur, cities across Rajasthan witnessed angry demonstrations and in some cases violence. Karni Sena chief Gogamedi was shot dead inside his house in Jaipur on Tuesday. The Lawrence Bishnoi gang has claimed responsibility for the murder. In the CCTV footage, the attackers are seen whipping out their weapons and firing indiscriminately at Gogamedi, who was sitting on a couch opposite them. Before fleeing, one of the assailants shot at a motionless Gogamedi lying on the floor from close range. One of Gogamedi's security guards sustained bullet injuries as he retaliated. One of the three attackers died in the crossfire. One suspect has been identified as Rohit Rathore, while the other suspect is Nitin Fauji. The killing has taken place right after elections, when Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is waiting to hand over charge. The BJP, which formed the new government, blamed the Gehlot regime for the murder.
की बहुत ही निंदनीय घटना है ये, और राजस्थान में जो कांग्रेस शासन में कानून व्यवस्था लचर हुई थी, उसका ये परिणाम है। हमारी डिमांड है कि अपराधियों को तुरंत से तुरंत पुलिस पकड़े।
Congress leader Pratap Singh Khajariawas has demanded the police do an encounter killing of Gogamedi's murderers.
देखिए, ये जो हत्या हुई है ये बहुत गंभीर मामला है, और ये तय बात है ऐसे क्रिमिनल्स जो खुलेआम आकर गोलियां चला रहे हैं उनको तो पुलिस को निश्चित रूप से ठोक के मारना होगा।
The police have formed an SIT to investigate the murder. A manhunt is on for the suspects who escaped. With Jai Kishan Sharma in Jaipur, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, so there is no government, but there is a caretaker government, and that is the government of no one else but the Chief Minister, who is now going to hand over to the BJP, and that is Mr. Ashok Gehlot. Having said that, there's a huge political war of words that ensues at the back of the incident that has happened. So let me quickly cut across and get political opinion from Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Rohan Gupta, National Spokesperson, Congress. We are also joined by Avinash Kala, senior journalist, who's also going to take us through on what's happening behind the scenes on Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri, where Rajasthan is concerned. But Rohan Gupta, I want to come to you first. It's very interesting that, a lot of congressmen today are blaming suddenly the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has just won the mandate in Rajasthan, for the law and order situation, which till exactly 6 days ago you were responsible for. Rohan Gupta, can you hear me? All right, we seem to be having a bit of a problem with trying to connect to Rohan Gupta. We're going to cut across to him in just about a minute. But, I'll come back to Sanju Verma on this question. Sanju Verma, let me turn this question around, because that question was for Rohan Gupta, but I'll turn this question around. If you remember what went down in Karnataka, 1 week after the BJP lost that election and the Congress won, there was an incident which happened of acute violence, which you all turned around and blamed no one else but the incumbent government, which is the Congress government. So why should we not say that this is all politics?
Preeti, I don't remember or recall us blaming, the incoming Karnataka government at that point in time. And I have a pretty good memory. But be that as it may, suppose, assuming what you're saying is true for a minute, let me just make this very clear that it's not the Bharatiya Janata Party, the Bhagwant Singh Mann government, which is the Aam Aadmi Party government in the state of Punjab, has categorically come out and said that हम 8 महीनों से अशोक गहलोत की कांग्रेस की सरकार को राजस्थान में कह रहे थे that we need Goga Medi. They needed him because there were umpteen complaints against him. But the Ashok Gehlot government refused to listen to us and refused to hand over Goga Medi. And today, Goga Medi has been shot dead, and Lawrence Bishnoi gang has taken the onus and responsibility of that. So let me be very clear again. While the BJP has won a thumping majority, and once we are in the dock, in the seat of power, जब हम कुर्सी में बैठ जाएंगे, do put a gun to our head and seek accountability from us. But till the BJP chief minister takes oath and we are there full-fledgedly, the caretaker government in charge of law and order continues to be Ashok Gehlot, despite him technically tendering his resignation to the governor. That is how the constitution works. So not only did Ashok Gehlot fail Rajasthan for the 5 years that he was in power, caretaker government भी जो अशोक गहलोत की है, वहां पर भी इन्होंने साबित कर दिया that इनसे कुछ ना हो पाएगा.
Rohan Gupta, let me turn around and ask this question to you. The fact is, a lot of Congress leaders today are blaming the law and order issue on a newly elected government, which is really not in place, because we don't know who the government is going to be headed by. The fact is, till 6 days ago, it was Mr. Gehlot in the chair. To shift onus where law and order is concerned is a little bizarre, Rohan Gupta. You don't think so?
I don't think so, Preeti, because technically once these elections are announced and that election commission declares the date, obviously you know that model code of conduct applies. And this is the trailer for Rajasthan. Rajasthan has seen the peaceful 5 years period where this kind of incidents were not happening. This is the trailer. But yeah, this is the responsibility of new government. I can only hope that after forming, they should not make Rajasthan the way the trailer has been displayed. So that is the expectation of people of Rajasthan. We have seen Manipur burning. We have seen issues in Haryana. Wherever BJP goes, you feel you know that the people of that state are going to suffer, because their priority is never the people's verdict or respecting the people's verdict. Their priorities are different. So I can only hope that new governments, they are formed, they change their priority, and the promise made by Mr. Modi to people of Rajasthan that they will continue Gehlot government scheme, they adhere to their promise and fulfill the aspirations
but
of
Rohan
people,
Gupta, one
rather
thing
than
I guess
going into
is
negative
bizarre.
politics.
It's bizarre because you can't really blame a government that is not even sworn in, because technically the caretaker government is of Ashok Gehlot. You have a point. Since elections have been announced, law and order has shifted out of Mr. Gehlot's charge. But having said that, news break coming in right now, and we'll cut across back to our panelists. Okay, and it's coming in from Rajasthan, and this is from Vasundhara Raje Scindia, who fancies her chances to once again take the seat of Chief Minister. Now, word coming in after meeting her MLAs, Vasundhara Raje has told the BJP High Command on phone that she's a party disciplined worker and can never go out of party line. Interesting commentary coming in from Vasundhara Raje Scindia, viewers. It's classic politics. Taking in Himanshu, my colleague who's breaking this news. Himanshu, it seems Vasundhara Raje Scindia has picked up the phone, spoken to the BJP High Command and saying she's a disciplined party worker. Those visuals, Himanshu, जो अभी आए थे कि उन्होंने 40 के ऊपर एमएलए से मुलाकात की है, मसल फ्लेक्सिंग कहें, शो ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ कहें, बार्गेनिंग कहें, वो सब ऑप्टिक्स एक अलग, पर दूसरी साइड पर उन्होंने हाई कमांड को बोला है कि मैं कार्यकर्ता पहली हूं, कभी आउट ऑफ लाइन नहीं जाऊंगी।
देखिए प्रीति और वसुंधरा राजे से जब हाईकमांड के एक बड़े नेता ने बात की और कहा कि जिस तरीके से विधायक आ रहे हैं ये मैसेज ठीक नहीं जा रहा है, तो उन्होंने कहा देखिए मैं पार्टी की डिसिप्लिन कार्यकर्ता हूं और बहुत अच्छी तरीके से जानती हूं पार्टी की लाइन क्या है और पार्टी की लाइन से कभी बाहर नहीं जा सकती। यानी कि सीधा सीधा उन्होंने अब ये इशारा दे दिया है कि पार्टी का जो भी फैसला होगा मुख्यमंत्री पद को लेकर वो उन्हें स्वीकार्य होगा। और पिछले कुछ दिनों में जिस तरीके से विधायक उनसे मिलने गए, 40 से ऊपर विधायक गए, उसके बाद पार्टी आलाकमान को लगा कि कहीं ये विरोधी तेवर तो नहीं दिखा रही हैं। लेकिन जब पार्टी आलाकमान ने उनसे बात की तो उन्होंने कहा देखिए विधायक मेरे घर पे खुद आ रहे हैं मिलने और मैं किसी को मना नहीं कर सकती हूं, लेकिन मैं पार्टी की लाइन को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से जानती हूं, उससे कभी बाहर नहीं जा सकती और पार्टी की डिसिप्लिन कार्यकर्ता हूं। तो मतलब साफ है कि हाईकमांड का जो फैसला होगा वो उन्हें स्वीकार्य होगा। एक उदाहरण मैं आपको दे देता हूँ। 2022 में जब उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव के नतीजे आए थे और केशव प्रसाद मौर्य जो उप मुख्यमंत्री थे वो चुनाव हार गए थे, तो लगभग 80 से ऊपर जो विधायक हैं जिनमें ओबीसी विधायक ज़्यादा थे वो केशव प्रसाद मौर्य से मिलने पहुंचे थे। तो ऐसे में जब कोई बड़ा नेता हार भी जाता है या जीत जाते हैं तो सभी विधायक लोग उनसे मिलने जाते हैं और यही बात शायद वसुंधरा ने अपने आला कमान को ये बता भी दिया, हाईकमान को कह दिया है कि वो पार्टी के डिसीजन से बाहर नहीं जाने वाली हैं, वो डिसिप्लिन कार्यकर्ता हैं।
बहुत शुक्रिया हिमांशु कि आप हमसे जुड़े। लेट्स क्विकली कट अक्रॉस टू Avinash Kalla, senior journalist from Rajasthan. Joining me as well is our other two reporters from Rajasthan, Dev Ankur and Jai Kishan. Both of them are joining us right now. But Avinash, I'll come to you first very quickly. For somebody who studied and looked at the career and the politics of Vasundhara Raje Scindia, Avinash, classic Vasundhara Raje Scindia. The show of strength on one side, optics on one side, but also picking up the phone and saying, I am a loyal karyakarta of BJP, will never go out of line.
Absolutely. Line.
Avinash, you're having a problem with your video link. We're going to try and rectify that. It's frozen. We're going to try. Okay, go ahead. Avinash, can you hear me? Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
See,
go ahead.
I'm saying it's a classic case, Preeti, where she has done all what she had to do. She had shown the numbers and she has participated completely and just in time. Just a few hours after Shivraj Singh's video came saying, I'm a disciplined worker, Vasundhara Raje does the same. I think with this move, she gives the High Command a chance also to say, listen, I have shown you what I have. Now I leave it up to you. And it's a win-win for both of them. And if the High Command, let's say, takes a chance and goes ahead with the old guard, as we were discussing yesterday, they would say it's in the favor of party and no rebellion. And now if they change, they still have the senior leader saying, I'll go by your day.
All right, Avinash, we're having a problem with your audio link. The video is going on freezing. Let me quickly cut across to Dev Ankur Wadhawan and Jai Kishan Sharma, who are both joining us. Dev, very interesting play here. Vasundhara Raje Scindia clearly fancying her chances to once again come back as Chief Minister, but playing the field both in optics, show of strength, but also keeping the line open with the High Command, saying that I'm a loyal worker.
So basically, Preeti, what Vasundhara Raje is trying to do is to leave perhaps no stone unturned in trying to ensure that, see, I have the MLAs with me, but I'm still a very loyal worker or a loyal leader of the party. The scenes outside 13 civil lines where I'm standing right now are quite different to what they were yesterday. You do not see any, queue of cars, the big SUVs going inside or coming out of the 13 civil lines residence today. The scenes are different, and as perhaps Himanshu mentioned that she has spoken with the party high command or a leader close to the party high command. This seems to have percolated down to the MLAs in Jaipur, in Rajasthan, and perhaps that is one reason why on both sides you see these massive billboards of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but no long queues of MLAs coming inside or going outside. You know, Preeti, back in 2012, when I was covering the rebellion by Vasundhara Raje, this entire communication that you were having with Himanshu, this reminded me of how during the Rajnath era, the time when Vajpayee and Advani were still at the helm of affairs in the BJP, Vasundhara Raje had revolted and close to 70 MLAs, Preeti, had decided to be with her, and she had mentioned she had clearly revolted against the party leadership. But perhaps this is a very different BJP and a very different leadership and the high command. So perhaps Vasundhara knows how far she can go, and what all she can do at this point.
Well, you're right there. You're right there. But one has to give it to her to even did what she did just 2 days ago with that show of strength. Well, Jai Kishan, I want to bring you in. Then we'll cut across back to our political panelists. Jai Kishan, focus on what's going on at the back of the murder of the Karni Sena chief. A blame game right now in Rajasthan. What are you picking up?
Preeti, what puts needle of suspicion on Mr. Ashok Gehlot's government is that 8 months ago, a specific input was shared by anti-terror squad to intel agencies of Rajasthan. He was demanding security from last 6 months and more. So he was denied security, he was not given security, and amid all this, who will become Chief Minister of Rajasthan? What we saw on streets of Jaipur was horrible. People were vandalizing shops, they were forcefully closing the shops, and right now I am standing outside Metromas Hospital where body of Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi has been kept, and the protest is still going on. They are demanding a compensation of 11 crore rupees and judicial inquiry into this. And what we are hearing right now is that the Rajput Samaj has decided to end the protest. For now, they have got assurance of compensation for the family members as well as a high-level committee to inquire into this matter. But definitely what Jaipur witnessed was vandalizing shops and violence on the streets. And not only in Jaipur, it has also erupted in many other parts of states, including Udaipur and in some portions of division also. NIA will also assist Rajasthan police in the investigation of this case. ADG Crime Dinesh MN will monitor the SIT and will monitor the investigation of the case. But definitely it's a big question mark on the state police that there was a security threat. Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi had on personal level placed CCTV cameras at his house, and the attackers chose the very right time. It was very meticulously planned because all the arms were deposited in the local police station as code of conduct was in place. And Naveen Shekhawat, one of the accused who died yesterday, was very close to Gogamedi. He had been gunman for him in the past. He had also run a shop establishment in Jhotwada area. So this all puts a question marks on the police of Mr. Ashok Gehlot, that why he was denied security.
All right, Jai Kishan, appreciate you joining us. Quickly cutting across back to Sanju Verma as well as Avinash Kalla. Avinash Kalla, it's not a good time for Ashok Gehlot, is it? Knives out, his OSD publicly running him down at one end. The situation right now with the BJP turning around and pointing a finger to the law and order situation that has been left by the Gehlot government.
Well, law and order has been his biggest problem. He hasn't been able to control it all throughout the 5 years. The state was in need of a permanent home minister, but it was a charge that was there with the chief minister, and everything related to the law and order situation. The buck stops with Mr. Gehlot. As of now, he's still the caretaker chief minister. And as Jai Kishan rightly pointed out, the deceased was seeking a security from the state police for a long, long time. And they knew it that he is the suspect, but nothing was given. And as the murder has happened, it's very unfortunate that politics is being played out on this. And then there is a show of strength again by the community that they are rallying behind him. So it's a sad and grim sign, and all the buck stops with Mr. Gehlot when it comes to law and order. And as you said about his OSD, I think in the days to come, we had been discussing it earlier as well, that more drama is going to be unfolding in the Congress party than we see in the BJP.
True. Well, you're right there because, of course, we completely missed out on what's happening within the Rajasthan local Congress unit when it comes down to Mr. Pilot finally getting charge of the Rajasthan Congress. Will that happen? Will the old war horse, that is Ashok Gehlot, allow it? Well, cornered on multitude levels right now. Sanju Verma, you wanted to make a point? Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, Preeti. Preeti, I was on your debate a couple of days back, and I think Mr. Kalla was also there. And I made this point that, law and order is going to be the Achilles heel for the Congress when it comes to Rajasthan. And I don't recall who the panelist from the Congress was, but he or she made a dismissive remark saying, "Hum is baar wapis anti-incumbency ko pro-incumbency karke, we will pull the rug from under the BJP's feet." Well, all I can say is that the rug has been pulled from under the feet of both Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot, and it is common knowledge that there's no love lost between them. But barring the fisticuffs, albeit verbal fisticuffs that these two senior Congress leaders have engaged in, I agree with Avinash Kalla on one bit, that you will see more drama unfolding out of the Congress table, because wo jo Lal Dadi ka kissa Rajendra Gudda ne sunaya tha before he was unceremoniously ousted, that was just the tip of the iceberg. And don't forget one thing, which I should have mentioned in my opening remarks, that the local Rajasthan media is agog with the fact that the Jaipur Police Commissioner, Piju George Joseph is on record saying that despite umpteen pleas to the Chief Minister, who's also the de facto Home Minister, I'm talking of Ashok Gehlot, the fact that Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi should be handed over to the Punjab police because he's wanted in umpteen cases there.
No, you've made a point there. I want to take that question to Rohan Gupta, who's joining us. Rohan Gupta, we're going to come back again to where law and order is concerned. The man in question right now, Gogamedi, who's dead, had asked for security from the government, which was headed by you and Ashok Gehlot, sir. The onus, the buck will stop with the Congress, especially in this circumstance.
See, absolutely not, Preeti. When our government was there, obviously law and order was under control. And you know that till that time, no such incidents happened. It's only after our government left power to election commission. So I think technically, as you have rightly told, our government was not in power. And see, this is again, as I told initially in my opening remarks, Preeti, wherever BJP goes, you will see that the hatred politics will start. We have seen Manipur, we have seen Haryana. So my only hope is, because it's a new government which is formed, I expect BJP government to take responsibilities of things in future, and rather being involved in hatred politics, please complete the aspirations of people. You told about लाल पीली नीली, जो डायरी है सारी डायरी खोलिए, पर जनता को जो वादे किए हैं उस पे ध्यान दीजिए. इतनी नफरत की राजनीति मत कीजिए. People have voted for positive politics for them, not to do the vendetta politics. You do that because you cannot stop it, but don't forget the aspirations of people, please.
All right.
This is the expectation
when you talk about
people,
aspirations of people, Rohan Gupta, it's a little rich coming right now from the Congress where the Hindi-heartland is concerned, where aspirations come into question, but I know you need to defend your party. What I'm going to do, sir, is I'm going to go into a quick break. When I come back, we're going to put the focus back on who will be the Chief Minister of these three states. We're still counting, we don't know, and only two men know, and they're tied in a meeting right now. That is the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. A quick break. Do stay with us. All our panelists back soon on the other side.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest. Be Sustainable Change, a B&P Group company.
She became the first woman to chair the Securities and Exchange Board of India. An alumni of IIM Ahmedabad, she began her career in the world of finance at ICICI Bank and ascended to the position of SEBI's whole-time director in 2017. She has over 3 decades of experience in the financial sector. She strongly supports investor protection and is known for her tough stance on market regulation.
Chennai is reeling under the aftermath of cyclone Mukherjee. As per weather reports, Chennai received record-breaking rainfall, breaching the 2015 water level. Most areas in north and south of Chennai remain submerged in knee-deep water. Draining water remains a challenge. 12 people have died in various rain-related incidents in and around Chennai. The Indian Air Force is conducting sorties to distribute relief supplies to those who are stranded. Food packets and ration was also provided to those stranded in Nadiyar and Chennai harbour. NDRF and army officials are making all possible efforts to provide relief and rescue the affected residents here. Southern Railway has announced restoration of certain train services. Meanwhile, DMK has demanded an immediate central assistance of 5,000 crore in order to provide relief and rebuild infrastructure in Chennai and neighbouring districts.
Right now the situation in Chennai is fast improving. The transport on the main roads, the public transport is operating. We are operating nearly 800 buses in the city. The metro rail system, the Chennai metro rail system is functioning normal. Even yesterday it was functioning normal. Essential commodities like fuel outlets and markets are open. But still many areas are underwater. So we are now reaching out to those people to provide relief.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
Anger amongst Rajput community is constantly increasing across the country, not only in Rajasthan. We are standing outside Metro Mass Hospital of Jaipur, where body of Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi has been kept. You can see hundreds of youngsters from Rajput community and others are sitting here. They are demanding a fair inquiry by a High Court judge, serving High Court judge, and they want that they will do gherav of Raj Bhavan located at Civil Lines. Meanwhile, the Rajasthan police has formed 5 different teams to solve this murder mystery. 2 accused, Nitin Fauji and another Rohit, has been identified by the Rajasthan police. Rohit Godara has claimed the responsibility of the murder. So, ADG Dinesh Crime is also here in Jaipur. His holidays has been cancelled and the anger is constantly increasing. People from Madhya Pradesh to Uttar Pradesh. Raghuraj Singh, State Minister in UP government, was also here few hours ago. He is also demanding that the daughters of Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi should be taken care of by the administration, as well as Yogi model should be implemented in Rajasthan. But Rajasthan police is on toes. They have almost identified who this criminals are, who are behind these murders. Rohit Godara, who claimed the responsibility, is close AD of Lawrence Vishnoi. Last year, with a similar modus operandi, he had killed Raju Trait. His motive is to establish his terror in Rajasthan. After Anand Pal was killed in an encounter, he wants to claim he wants to be the most terrorized gangster of Rajasthan and Haryana. He hails from Bikaner. 32 cases are lodged against him and Interpol notice has been also issued against him. Meanwhile, the Rajput leaders, senior Rajput leaders from different parties, Giraj Balinga, Rajendra Guda, all are here on the spot close to Metro Mass Hospital. Police has also deployed senior officials. They are having rounds of talks with them. With camera person Manish Kumar from Jaipur, Jai Kishan Sharma, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
All right, viewers, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, but no chief minister just yet. Will it be Shivraj Singh Chauhan who will be declared once again the chief minister? Well, he says he's not a CM contender. A short while ago, you had Vasundhara Raje in there who also spoke to the High Command saying, I'm a loyal party worker, will not fall out of line. Who will it be in Chhattisgarh? Well, this is what Shivraj Singh Chauhan said today.
उनके बताए मार्ग पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार समाज के अंतिम व्यक्ति के कल्याण के काम में लगी हुई है। केंद्र में श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और प्रदेश में भी हम सब बाबा साहब के बताए मार्ग पर चल रहे हैं।
All right, let's quickly get in Rajasthan first and then we'll cut across to our reporters from Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. But Avinash Kalla, you know, one quick question before we let you go. If you had to hedge bets this evening, who do you think is the most probable or front runner when it comes down to Rajasthan?
See, if there is a change of guard, Preeti, if there is a change of guard, I would still say that I think the BJP will not change the guard this time. We might see a couple of deputy chief ministers coming in and they might be progressed later. That is my formula. But if you still ask for a name, I would say Gajendra Singh Shekhawat and Ashwini Vaishnav would be the dark horses. Though since afternoon here, the name of Mr. Om Mathur, you know, who has been a perennial chief minister in waiting, has also been doing rounds. We saw Chandrabhan Singh Akia, who won from Chittorgarh as a rebel, go and see him. Kirori Lal Veena went to see him. So that is a name that has come up again for reasons best known to his supporters. But if it is not Vasundhara Raje, I see a toss-up between Ashwini Vaishnav and Gajendra Singh.
All right, if not Vasundhara Raje, Ashwini Vaishnav or Gajendra Singh. Thank you, Avinash Kalla, for joining us. Coming back to Sanju Verma for a quick question as well as Rohan Gupta. Sanju Verma, now let me once again remind you of Karnataka. You were on my show, Sanju Verma, and you took on the Congress spokesperson on the fact that how many days before a chief minister is announced in Karnataka? Sanju Verma, how many days before a chief minister is announced in those three states?
Okay, I'm answering that. You know, Preeti, let me reinforce for the benefit of your viewers, since yours is a much watched show. I repeat, point number one, until a new government takes charge at the helm of affairs, the incumbent caretaker government is responsible for law and order. So what has happened with Mr. Sukhdev Singh Gogamedi today? The blood is on the hands of Ashok Gehlot, who continues to be the caretaker chief minister and also the de facto home minister. And I would very humbly tell the Congress spokesperson, thoda debate par pad likh kar aaya kijiye. If you read Article 324 to 329 of the Constitution, it clearly says that law and order is never the prerogative of the Election Commission. Its responsibility is only to ensure free and fair elections. I will not mind my language. You've lost resoundingly about Abhi Dhairya
But Sanju Verma, you're not answering my question.
Abhi sunna seekho.
When
Sunna seekho.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, time out. Okay, 1 second. Okay, time out. 1 second. No, I'm going to come right to you. I'm going to come right back to you. Sanju Verma, I'll ask you that same question again. 30 seconds, ma'am. Why no chief minister yet? It's a question you asked the Congress during Karnataka.
Preeti, I will be very clear, and I think you are a very smart journalist for you not to know the subtle nuances. The knives were out in the open between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah. Yes or no? The answer is yes. Have you seen any BJP leader from Rajasthan, be it Vasundhara Raje, Bhupender Singh Yadav, whose name is being bandied about, Ashwini Vaishnav, whose name is being bandied about, Diya Kumari, who's a strong contender, Rajyavardhan Rathore, who's a strong contender? Have you seen anybody speaking out of turn? The answer is no. And therein lies the difference between the BJP and the Congress. Okay. We are a disciplined party, whereas in the Congress, discipline ka inko definition to kya spelling bhi nahi malum.
All right. Okay, Sanju Verma. Okay, Rohan Gupta has been wanting to come in. Rohan Gupta, quick rebuttal, then I'll cut across to our reporters. Go ahead, Rohan Gupta.
Preeti, the time is taken by BJP not to ensure that who is the strong contender. Time is taken by BJP High Command is to ensure that when they cut the real leader of the state, how they will do the damage control and how they get the remote control CM in the states. This is what they have done. Wherever they are in power, they have appointed CM who has been remote control of the national leadership. They don't want a strong leader who has voted, because of whom the party has got the votes. No, they don't want to do that. And when it happens in Karnataka, they will do a debate here. When it happens in Rajasthan, it is a technical thing. See, priorities are different, Preeti. Our priority is
but
to
Rohan
deliver
Gupta, many are asking, many today who are supporters of the Congress are also asking you, Rohan Gupta, that you don't have the gumption to remove the likes of Kamal Nath, who've lost an election saying Janta jita degi, or even replace an Ashok Gehlot till now. At least the BJP has the gumption of making a generational change.
Again, the priority is to ensure that wherever we have won, we make government so that promises what we have made to people of Telangana, that is we have done. Our CM is taking out tomorrow. You ask BJP why no CMs. Their priorities are different. Our priorities are different. We will ensure that Telangana becomes
why not
the
removal
model
of
state
Kamal Nath?
across India.
Why hasn't he resigned? Why hasn't his resignation been asked? Sanju Verma, 20 seconds coming. Okay, why hasn't Kamal Nath's resignation been asked?
That's what I'm saying, Preeti. Again, the priority was to form government in Telangana. In future, you will see whatever the national leadership decides, the things will happen.
All right, fair enough. Priority was to form Telangana has a chief minister, Sanju Verma, while we are waiting for the 3 CM faces for the BJP. Quick 20 seconds and I cut across to reporters.
You know, Preeti, there is always this fight between A, we say change is the only constant, and B, we also say that don't fix something which is not broken. So in Madhya Pradesh, given that Shivraj Singh Chauhan has delivered a mammoth victory, the fact that he's a very popular OBC face, the fact that his Ladli Behna Yojana has done which is what is unthinkable, you know, so going by track record, he seems to be a favorite. But then, the BJP leadership is always expected to do what most political pundits
Sanju Verma, I would advise you not to hedge any bets, because anyone who comes in, there are only 2 people who are in a meeting right now, which is Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah. But I appreciate both of you for joining us. I want to shift to our reporters from Bhopal as well as Raipur, Sumi Rajapan and Hemendra Sharma. Appreciate your patience. Apologies that are coming in later. Hemendra Sharma, who's the front runner? Do you think Shivraj Singh Chauhan is the one in question?
Well, Shivraj Singh, there are 2 things that are being talked about over here in Bhopal. Number one, after this massive victory for which credit is being given to Shivraj Singh Chauhan, why did he not go to Delhi and congratulate the top leadership of the party and meet the Prime Minister and the Home Minister and the party president? Other leaders did go to Delhi. The president of the state unit did go to Delhi. And the second question that is being talked about is that why is it that Shivraj Singh Chauhan yesterday released a video and said that he was never an aspirant for the post of the Chief Minister, and he is still not. And today he's going to Chhindwara saying he's talking about Mission 29, that he's going to deliver all 29 seats in the Lok Sabha elections to the Prime Minister's kitty. So these are the questions being raised, and for the moment it appears that the Bharatiya Janata Party has got a plan in place, and the first phase of the plan has been implemented. Yesterday there was a massive marathon meeting amongst the top leaders of the party, and thereafter today the members of parliament who were made to contest the election, including the ministers, they have resigned. The second phase of the plan is going to be implemented in the next couple of days, and according to sources we learned that by the end of this week, or maybe as late as Friday, there would be some decision on who is going to be the next Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh.
Right, Hemendra, appreciate you joining us. Sumi Rajpan, do you want to come and weigh in on what's going on in the state of Chhattisgarh? We spoke of it in detail, but any which way closer to a decision? I'm sure even you're as clueless as most of us here, but what does it look like at a local level? What are the names cropping up?
The new names that are cropping up is that of Lata Hussaini, and Renuka Singh's name is also doing the rounds. Renuka Singh, however, she hasn't tendered her resignation just as yet. In fact, what we are hearing from our internal sources is that she's flying to Delhi tonight and she will be tendering her resignation tomorrow. She's the only MP who hasn't done that just yet, when her counterparts today, Arun Sav and Gomti Sai, have done and handed their resignations to Om Birla. Renuka Singh also fits the bill when it comes to a woman. She also is a tribal leader. She has got all the experience that it needs, and she is also one of the favorites, is what I'm hearing, of the central leadership, and she's also currently the MOS tribal. But we don't know how far this whole assumption is gonna be placed in front of the top leadership, because Gomti Sai is another woman tribal leader who's again fitting the bill. Lata Hussaini also is Lata Hussaini's name is also doing the round, but we cannot rule out Dr. Raman Singh's name. But what I'm also hearing, that probably the top leadership is also ready for a change of guard here in Chhattisgarh. Probably it will not be Dr. Raman Singh this time around, and they will go for a fresh face, because the development and formation of a formidable secondary leadership is also needed. It is the change of the hour, and BJP has struggled for the last 4 years for the leadership when Dr. Raman Singh was also inactive in the state politics. So I think it is high time for the BJP to opt for a new face and also create a secondary layer of leadership apart from Dr. Raman Singh and all the other stalwarts who have been on the rule since 2003 to 2018.
All right, Sumi Rajapan, appreciate you joining us, as well as Hemendru getting us the latest. But, viewers, we can come down to lots of conjecture, speculations, permutations or combinations. But the fact is, you ask any BJP spokesperson, any top leader, whether BJP, or any highly placed journalist, where the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, only two people know. And those two people right now are locked in conversation discussing exactly this. That is the Chief Minister, that is the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, as well as the Home Minister Amit Shah. In a meeting right now at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, what we are given to understand that by tomorrow evening we'll know observers who will be moving to these three particular states, and the weekend is when we will know who will be the Chief Minister of these three states. With that, that's it. It's a wrap. On To The Point. To stay with us on the other side is Rahul Kanwar.
You are watching India Today, powered by Finest, Be Sustainable Change, a BNP Group company.
How do you remember what you recollect, and what have you written in this book actually?
I have read in his diaries that for some time there seemed to be some tension and some sparks flying. But after everything, everything became normal. And one thing I learned, that these people, they knew how to manage conflict or how to manage disagreement. I think that is the most important thing.
In 2004, when he was on the verge of being a prime minister, but he mentioned you that they won't make him prime minister. What was that context?
That particular context was, in 2004, after Sonia Gandhi renounced her claim. So in the media, there was a lot of speculation about who is going to be the Prime Minister, and both my father's and Dr. Manmohan Singh's names were in the circulation. He wrote in his diary that Dr. Manmohan Singh is contesting from South Delhi. In all probability, he will win, and it will be very good. He is a likely Congress prime ministerial candidate. So even in